Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. This is from the HaYom Yom. Anyway, we'll look at Yom Shlishi. Yom Shlishi. So this is we have here the learning. One can learn Shiurim from the Chumash. That's Shemos. Shlishi in Perish Rashi. Learn the third parak of Shlishi with Perish Rashi, with Rashi. And then Tehillim Kuf Daled and Kuf Hey. And then one can say 104 and 105. Kuf Daled and Kuf Hey, the Tehillim. And then then something is learned from one of the Rebbe's, Tanya. It's learned. Tanya. That's the Tanya. That's the Reb Shneir Zalman, the Alter Rebbe. This is from the Tanya. So one can learn Rak Mipnei. This is the Inyan Rak Mipnei until HaTorah. It ends up like over here. In other words, that's like a parak of that. That's a kapitel of the Tanya. And here, let's see what this is from. One of the Rebbe's said. Chuv Kov Admar Shlita Poga Benose Dalim Malayim Mayim. So anyway, the Admar, the Rebbe, Poga Benose Dalim Malayim Mayim. He once met up with some water carriers, Malayim Mayim, and they were filling up their buckets with water. Vayomer, and he said, "Az mi begegnet Wasser, sagt der Best." When one brings up water, the Best has said, the Baal Shem Tov said. It's a statement that he says, "Az mi begegnet Wasser, soll men sagen, as der Baal Shem sagt, as das is a סימן Bracha." That he says, when one brings up water, when one begegnet, that means when one, I think it might mean when one meets up with water. Water is a blessing, a bracha. Soll man sagen, we should say, as der Baal Shem sagt, the Baal Shem has said, as das is a סימן Bracha. That when one gets good, clean water, this is a סימן Bracha, because we all need water. And also in the Torah, in the Perek Shlishi, this happens to be where Moshe Rabbeinu, he fled from Paro. He was living in the palace of Paro, and he had to flee. So anyway, Moshe came over to Paro, and then he sat by the well. Let's see. So look at this. This is Moshe went and he drew the water for the daughters of Reuel. Vayeshev al habe'er. Moshe sat by the be'er is the well. Vayishma Paro es hadavar. Paro heard that Moshe had killed one of the guards that were hitting one of the Jews. So Moshe had killed him. So Paro heard this. Vayivakesh laharo against Moshe. In other words, he saved the Jewish man from being hit. Vayivakesh laharo against Moshe. So Paro heard this, and he wanted to kill Moshe. God forbid. Vayivrach Moshe. Moshe fled. Mipnei Paro, from Paro. Vayeshev Be'eretz Midyan Vayeshev ala Be'er. He went to Midyan, and he sat by the well. So sitting by the well is a good thing. Alakoin midjan sheva bonos vatavono vatidleno vatimaleno es harahotim lahashkos son avihen. So the Kohen of Midjan, that's Yisro, had 7 daughters, and they came to go draw water and to fill up their vessels to go and give water to the sheep of their father. Vayavo haroim vayigarshum vayakam Moshe vayoshion vayash es tzonam. So Moshe, the roim, the other different sheep herders went over, and they chased away the daughters of Yisro. So Moshe got up and he saved them. Vayash es tzonam, and he gave water to their flock. Moshe went and drew water for them, and he gave to their flock. Vatavona el Reuel avihen, vayomer madua meharten bo HaYom. So then they went to Reuel, that's Yisro, their father, and he said, "Why did you come back so fast? You should have brought this man that helped you over." Vatomarna ish mitzri hitzilanu miyad haroim. And they said, he asked, "Why did you come back so fast? Usually it took a long time." So they answered. So Moshe Rabbeinu did it. It was a shorter time. Vatomarna ish mitzri hitzilanu miyad haroim. An Egyptian man saved us from the other sheep herders. And he gave us, he drew water for us, and he gave us, he helped us give drink to our sheep. Vayomer el benosav v'ayo, and Reuel said to his daughters, "Where is he? Lama zeh azavten Esoish, why did you leave this man? Kirena lo v'yochal lochem. Bring him over to here, so that he should eat some bread." And also he wanted to, a good man like that, he wanted to introduce him to one of his daughters. Vayoel Moshe l'sheves esoish, vayitain es tzipora bito Moshe. And Moshe agreed to go meet the man. And Reuel, Yisro, gave to Moshe Tzipora as a wife. He gave to Moshe his wife Tzipora. Vatelet bein vayikra es shmo Gershom. Ki omar ger hoyisi be'eretz nochriya. And they had a son, and Moshe called him Gershom because he said he was a stranger in a foreign land. So in other words, the act of sitting by a well and getting water, that is a סימן Bracha. So that is what he meant. That he said as me begegnet Wasser sagt der Best, when one goes to greet water, to get water, the Best says, as me begegnet Wasser soll man sagen, as der Baal Shem, when one goes to get water, to draw water, the Baal Shem says, as das is a סימן Bracha. This is a good sign, a good סימן that one is getting water. And we see by Moshe Rabbeinu, he went to the well and he saved the daughters of Yisro, and he also gave water to their flock. So that was, he was introduced to Yisro gave Moshe Rabbeinu Tzipora as a wife, and they had a child, and Moshe called him Gershom because he was a stranger in a strange land. So in other words, getting water is a siman. When we find water, when we bring up water, that's a siman bracha, that Hashem is helping and everyone needs water. So this is from the HaYom Yom, and one can get this, and this is the Chitas, Chumash Tehillim and Tanya. So this is the learning of the Chumash. Thank you very much. A good year. Soll sein gut. Besuros Tovos.